She went from studying biology to graduating from Juilliard, caught the attention of Taylor Sheridan not once but twice, and now she's joining a star-studded cast of the brand new season 3 of Lioness. It's the incredibly talented and fellow Canadian, Elizaveta Neretin.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, I have your name stuck in my head now because I'm just like,
I love it.
You got to say it right. I think it's important. As a host and as an interviewer, I'm like, you gotta say people's name right. My last name is Chenna, but people call me Cena. Like they're always like John Cena, Frankie Cena. So Chenna. It's important. Okay, let's start off with this star-studded cast that you are joining. Zoe Saldaña, Nicole Kidman, Morgan Freeman. What is it like working with these powerhouses?
It's actually nice to get to meet them. You know, I met Zoe for the first time at a dinner, and to get to speak with her, you get to actually meet the person for real.
Yeah.
And then when you come to set, you already know her. You know what I mean? And then watching her just come in really hot with the really intense scene that we have, as you saw in the trailer. It's really great. It's really cool. It's really cool to see people who have been doing this for years to just, unapologetically do the work. I mean, there's nothing like it.
And do any of them have any quirks or any things that they do that you've been able to draw on as an actress?
That's a good question. I think Zoe's very good in asking the things that she needs, and she also takes care of people on set. So, given that our scene is so intense and so vulnerable, she would always check in and say, do you need anything? Because I think she maybe could sense that I perhaps wasn't speaking up in certain moments, because I'm like too sort of like, oh my God, the scene is intense and I'm very vulnerable. And she would be like, okay, we need this over here. So she would, she would like advocate, which was very nice. And I find that to be a really great quality, because it can be intimidating. You know?
No, that's very sweet. I guess that's obviously a comforting vibe to have on set. Yeah. Now, you've caught Taylor Sheridan's eye twice. This is not the first time that he has cast you. My question to you is that he has so many popular shows. Like, what is the secret sauce of Taylor Sheridan? Because you've met him, you now have this insight. Like, what do you think it is?
I think he's not afraid to write things as they are. Because there are certain things, I mean, like he writes, and then we shoot the thing, and then, whoa, I've heard that like after, like he'll write something, and then they'll shoot it, and then they'll be watching the dailies, or maybe watching when they're editing, they'll be like, oh my God, whoa, this is like too much. This is a lot, So I think he's very good at writing it like it is. He's not afraid. I don't know if you've ever seen any of his interviews. He's not a man who gets easily intimidated. Actually, I've never seen him get intimidated.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he shows up to interviews on his horse. You know what I mean? Like, how do you even intimidate a guy like that? Yeah. That's pretty. Yeah. So I think because of that quality is in his writing. Yeah.
Okay. Switching gears to talking a little bit about your life. Very diverse background, born in Ukraine, growing up in Moldova, Russia, Quebec, and Vancouver. Does diverse life experience help tap into your characters when you're acting?
Because I moved so much in my life, it's almost like I would always come into... Okay, little quick information. In Eastern Europe, I don't know if it's across the board, all Eastern Europe, but when you go to school at 7 years old, you stay with the same group until you graduate at 18.
Okay.
That's not the same
here. I didn't know this. Okay, I didn't know this.
Not at all. So, when you're a kid like me who moved when she was 7, then 9, then 12, then 14, until I moved to Montreal, I would always come into a cohort that was already established.
Yes.
So it's a little bit kind of like coming into Lioness, a show that's already established.
Yeah.
So adaptability, definitely adaptability. I'm the kind of seed that no matter where you plant me, I'll grow. I'll find a way.
I mean, it's a good quality. It's a good quality to have. Obviously, this is a strong female cast. Did you channel anyone either in your real life or in fiction? Any strong female inspirations?
Somebody asked me this today. I think it's such a great question because it kind of like inspirations in life. And I'll give you the same answer. My grandmother, maternal grandmother, she was a badass. I hope I can say that. Can I say that?
Yeah, well, on my podcast you can. Yeah.
She was a badass.
Yeah.
That woman has always spoken up for herself. Yeah, she had a really kind of, it's interesting. She had a really like outgoing spirit, and she always stood up for herself. And that was really nice to watch. And she was actually, I would say that she was the only family member who stood up for me. You know how sometimes parents get like shy and they will always be like, oh, my kid must have done the wrong. And she would be like, let's find out. Did she or did she not?
Yes.
Because I believe her. Like, she would believe me.
Yeah.
And she helped me build up my own strength. Yeah, so I'd say my grandmother, definitely.
Amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, it's a beautiful answer. Okay, we have a couple of quick games for you.
Oh my God, yeah.
You have, so many amazing Canadian stars on this show. So we're gonna do a little bit of a this or that, Canada versus the US.
Whoa, okay.
Celine Dion versus Cher.
Celine Dion.
Hockey game versus football game.
Hockey.
Schitt's Creek versus White Lotus.
White Lotus.
White Lotus is so good. White Lotus
yeah.
is so good. I know. Justin Bieber versus Harry Styles.
Justin Bieber.
Okay. So you gave three to Canada, one to the U.S. I think that's good. Okay. Would you rather play the hero or play the villain?
Villain.
Act in a comedy series or a horror movie?
Comedy series.
And do you prefer to stick to the script or improvise?
That one's like close. That one's like 52-48.
Okay,
so 52, stick to the script. And then, but there are places where you really, you want to go off,
Are you, in your roles, are you able to? Okay,
no,
they're
no.
very
That's usually comedy, right? That's usually
fair,
improv comedy, so yeah.
But they're like, you're gonna stick to this. Okay, last question. The wait for fans who have been patiently waiting for season 3 is almost over. In a very quick soundbite, what can you tell the fans to look forward to most?
The fans that are already fans of the show, I think they will see a side of Joe that they haven't seen before.
Okay, dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. We're not allowed to say much about the show, so we're just gonna leave it at dun dun dun. But Lioness season 3 premieres Sunday, August 2nd, with episodes every Sunday on Paramount Plus. Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Have so much fun with press and with the show and with it all.
Thank you.